and is very kind of, there's people who will sit down, and I do this too. One of the things I find in video games right now, and I've found this for a long time, so I mean it's not just related to current stuff, is there's games that let you build something, whether it's The Sims or, I played a lot of Fallout 4, had things where you could build bases. So you got an area of land and you could sort of it's like Lego, virtual Lego really. Or people who play No Man's Sky and are building, these highly elaborate sculptures and all sorts of things. It's that kind of same itch of, here's something that I can control 100%. I can sit down and I can build a thing, and at the end I will have a thing. And while I'm doing that, I'm not thinking about the world. I might have a podcast on in the background or something, but I'm kind of, there's something about that act of creation and those kind of games and this stuff as well, where it's really nice, It's a nice thing to do, and it's a fun escape. And other code doesn't work that same way. Like when I'm working on pCalc, at some points pCalc feels like a job. It's a proper job. You sit down. Here are the things that I need to do. Here are the things that people are expecting me to do. I have to make these deadlines. I have to do this. There's a sort of a bunch of stress involved in that. Especially when I don't manage to do the thing that I want to do in a particular time frame. Like last summer, there was like 3 or 4 major items that I wanted to get done, and I couldn't get them done in time, so I had to ship what I had. And so there's I try and think of it as recreational coding versus, work coding. And coding is also still my hobby as well as my work. So a lot of the dice stuff I've been doing in the evenings, so I'll work on pCalc during the day and I'll work on dice in the evening.
Nice.
And it's a nice way to unwind, and it's a working on something where there isn't an economic pressure associated with it or a business pressure, because, people are playing D&D with this. It's not life or death.